Again, good morning, good afternoon, good evening from all parts of the world. We at Uni Athena welcome you to this beautiful webinar about change management. Today we have Dr. Hatim with us. Before that, we will just let everyone settle in so that everybody gets a beautiful experience in this beautiful webinar of Uni Athena. Good evening, good evening. So happy to see a lot of participants. Great. So before we start, because today's webinar is all about change management, I just wanted to give you like a rough data. Did you know that 62% of the employees choose to remain in their comfort zones? And the remaining 38% are the people who really look for a change. This is the fact, guys. 62% people just wanted to be in their comfort zones because they are so much used to that particular environment, particular things. But that 38% who choose to dare are the people who really take the change to the next level. So today in this change management webinar, we are going to see what will make us that 38% and how to boost morale and drive our organization to a new horizon. Okay. So without further ado, let's start this webinar by this beautiful icebreaker. Okay. Because that icebreaker will really help us understand what are your thought process. So Dr. Hatim, requesting you to take you to the icebreaker. Okay. I hope everybody is able to see the screen. Okay. The first icebreaker here before we start the show. How often would you like to receive updates on the progress of ongoing changes? I repeat the question. How often would you like to receive updates on the progress on ongoing changes? Option A, daily. Option B, weekly. Option C, monthly. Option D, only when significant milestones are reached. And option number E, I prefer not to receive frequent updates. So everyone, I want your answer on the chat box. I could see a lot of responses coming in. I could see A and B options a lot. I so wanted to see an option E here. Let's see, because a lot of people don't want to get updates. Great, great. A lot
They,
of
they
people.
prefer they prefer to stay in their comfort zone.
Yeah.
One who
Correct,
choose
correct.
to.
Great, great. So, Dr. Hatim, the answer lies, I would say the majority answer lies in option A, B, and C, where A and B has the maximum votes from our participants. They like to receive these updates on a daily basis, on a weekly basis. Great. Thank you so much, guys, for the first icebreaker. Now, let's go to this amazing second icebreaker. That is question number 2. What is the most challenging aspect of change for you personally? I repeat the question. What is the most challenging aspect of change for you personally? And the options are A, uncertainty about the future. Option number B, fear of the unknown. Option number C, resistance from colleagues. Option number D, changes in job responsibilities. So, guys, keep answering. I wanted to know what is the most challenging aspect of change for you personally. I could see the options coming up. Yes. Oh, a lot of people are saying B, fear of the unknown. That's good.
That's
Option number C, resistance from colleagues. Great. So, Dr. Hatim, I could see B and C are the options, which is trending.
for the B. This is one of the most challenging facing the change management process at all levels. Fearing of the
Yes.
unknown, and that's why to do a good strategy for change management, you should communicate with each persons who will participate in this change management to unfear his with the unknown and let him know what will be the benefits of this change.
Correct, correct. I absolutely agree, Dr. Hatim. So majorly people respond to B and option B and option C. Thank you so much, guys, for amazingly participating in this icebreaker. Don't worry, we have more polls also coming up in between Dr. Hatim's presentation where you will be able to participate in certain polls associated with change management. Your answer really matters to us because one person's change can really make a lot of change. Right. So, without further ado, let's start today's wonderful webinar. Before we start, let me give you a glimpse about Dr. Hatim. So, Dr. Hatim is a highly accomplished finance professional with over 25 years of experience. He has held top managerial positions in the telecommunication and oil and gas sectors. He also holds a doctorate in business administration. Over the last 6 years, he has made a seamless transition in the education industry. He's known for his versatile teaching and success in both on campus and online learning environments. He has also played a crucial role as an academic module developer. He is highly regarded among his peers and students for his ability to effectively communicate complex financial concepts and fosters an engaging learning environment. Without further ado, let me welcome Dr. Hatim to this platform for an amazing webinar he has in store for us. Dr. Hatim, welcome to this amazing webinar of change management. We are so happy to have you here. How are you doing, sir?
Fine, thank you. How are you doing? Hello, everyone. I hope that this day is good for everyone of the participants. I would like to thank Mr. Nair for this good introduction for myself. As he mentioned, I have been fortunate to work in the oil and gas industry for the last 25 years. However, my educational journey led me to pursue a doctoral degree from Sleska Business School in France, where I successfully defend my DBA thesis. For the past 6 years, just like he said, I have had the privilege of serving as a professor in various academic institutions, both online and in campus in Egypt. I do also express my gratitude to the Westford team at Uni Athena for giving me such fantastic opportunity to connect with all of you in this well-organized workshop. I hope that you will enjoy this workshop and you will get learned a lot on these subjects. In today's rapidly changing world, organizations need to adapt and proactively embrace the future through strategic adaptation. Strategic adaptations, which means facing the change in a good manner. Our workshop will focus on the importance of change management and how it will enable organizations to stay ahead, especially in the very competitive environmental that we all live in it nowadays. We will explore a variety of strategy and techniques that effectively facilitate change and navigate its difficulties. Moreover, we will examine real-life examples of successful change management to draw inspiration from their achievements. Also, we will have other examples for unsuccessful change management and to see what they lead them, these organizations that didn't have a successful change management, what their situations right now. Whether you are a business owner, manager, or someone else who keen to enhance your understanding of the change management, this workshop, I think it will design for you. So let's embark on this journey together and discover how we can collectively empower the future through strategic adaptation. I would like to start with our agenda. We will have some introductions. Then we will go to what is change, the meaning of change. What does change looks like? What is change management and why it's important? Why people resist change? And I think you in the icebreak one or ice break 2, you answer some of these fears of the unknown, how to manage change, the change management process, then how to prepare employees for the change. This is one of the important aspects in the successful change management, the benefit of change management. And finally, we'll go into some tips and tools for successful change management. Then we end it with case study examples: Zurich, Kodak, Apple, and BlackBerry. Introduction. Of course, it's crucial for every organization to continually progress, and there are always be a new obstacles to face, especially in a globalization's environmental that we have nowadays. However, any change that need to be made must be carefully planned and implemented. Without planning the change, without the carefully implement the change management process will fail. And they made more harm than good if not approached with cautions. Effective change management is a fundamental aspect of change management of successful business operations, especially strategic adaptation. Effective change management strategy enable companies to evaluate their current states and strategize for a wealthy futures. First of all, you need to know what is going on. This is the most important aspect. If you don't know what is happening around you, so you will not fear there is a need for change. So embrace yourself, be aware of what is happening around you and all over the world that can affect your business, that can affect your environmental also. As its core, the primary objective of strategic adaptation is to ready a company for continuous modifications in the business landscape. By being well prepared for this external change, company is better positioned to adapt and progress in a positive direction. Simply, what is change? Change is a process. So it's a process, not a status. It's a process of moving from one side to another side. It's not an event, but it's a process that involves transitions. This is a very important definition of change. You are moving from your comfort zone to unknown zone. So the successful change management will lead these transitions by removing the fog on the unknown zone that you are heading to and facilitate these transitions to you. What does change looks like? The expectations, if you are in these current situations, expectation of change management and the strategy of the company that the future states will grow up, but during the time. But what really happened? What really happened is in the current states, when the transition state starts, and we face a lot of resistance from peoples and employees for the change, we will go down. We will went down. Then, after implementing a good strategy of the change management and communicate with all employees and remove the fog of the unknown zone that we are heading to, we will start growing up, reaching the future states as expected.
Here we are, coming to the first poll as per we discussed. Okay. So I want the same enthusiasm and participation from all of you guys from which you gave for our icebreaker. Let's start with our poll number one, which I'm just going to launch. Just give me a sec. Okay. So the first poll, I hope everybody is able to see my screen. The first poll is out. Question number one of poll is, in your opinion, what is the most important factor for successfully preparing employees for a change? I repeat, in your opinion, what is the most important factor for successfully preparing employees for a change? The options are leadership support and commitment. Option number two, effective communication. Option number three, employee involvement and engagement. And option number four, training and development programs. So, Dr. Hatim, how do you find the first poll question? Which option you are
It's
aiming
very
at to
interesting.
get the maximum?
It's very interesting. We will tackle these aspects in the upcoming slides of the presentations. But it's a very interesting to see what's the our audience feel about this.
So, Dr. Hatim, after the poll is done, I'm also going to showcase you the results so that we also see, like, what the audience or what the participant feels for this question and which gets the maximum votes. So, guys, I want everybody's opinion here because, as you may see in the poll, your vote, your choice. So, let's see what are your choices on this change management poll number one. In your opinion, what is the most important factor for successfully preparing employees for a change? So more 30 seconds, guys. And after 30 seconds, we are going to reveal the results. I could see a lot of people coming up, and it's like a mixed percentage, Dr. Hatim. Let me tell you, it's like a mixed balance here. So
For me,
we just
for
wait.
me to choose one of these answers, it's very hard.
Which one you select, Dr. Hatim, if you were
For
one of the
me,
participants?
the four is very crucial aspects, crucial factors for change management.
Correct. Okay, last 10 seconds, guys. The poll is almost going to end. Okay, great. I'm just going to end the poll now. Now, let's see the results. So this is the result. 72% of the participants here participated for poll number one. Okay. And as you may see, different variations are there. It's 19, 23, 28, and 30. Like how Dr. Hatim said, it is very difficult for us to actually select. But in this thing, somebody has to go ahead. So I could see training and development programs getting 30%, employee involvement and engagement getting 28, followed by 23 and 19 for effective communication and leadership support. Thank you everyone for participating. More polls coming soon on your way. Over to you, Dr. Hatim.
Okay, thank you. Now we're going to tackle what is change management. We know the difference of change, but we need to know what is change management and why change management is important. Many individuals may have uncertainties regarding the exact definition of change management. Change management, it not comes to fear you. It not comes to make you uncomfortable. Change management refers to the process of strategizing, implementing, overseeing organizational change. This process is crucial as it guarantees seamless implementation of change while minimizing complications. So this is the main aim of change management: seamless implementation of change, minimizing any complications, any resistance. To effectively handle change, it's essential to adequately prepare employees and ensure that everyone is aligned through following the change management process. Since change can be challenging for employees, having a detailed plan in place is important to support them throughout these transitions. Of course, communication is one of the more important factors during the whole process of change management. When I say communication, I'm not saying communication between the management towards the employees. No, it's all away communications. Communications between the employee to their management, between the management to their owners, between the management to the employees, between the employees with themselves. So communication in this process is very crucial aspects to make this change management successful. Enhanced communication, increased productivity, reduce stress, and improve decision making. Additionally, it can positively impact employee morale and establish a more favorable work environment. Of course, once the employee feel that he is a part of this change management, he will positively impact his morale and establish a favorable work environmental, and he feel like he is a part of the company. At the end of the day, despite these definitions, despite the fact of the importance of change management, till now, there is a big resistance for change. So, why people resist change? Why people resist change? There is a lot of reasons to resist change. People typically feel more secure in conventional ways of looking at life and circumstances. Uncertainty regarding the effect of change, particularly how it affects the job security, is the one of the main causes of resistance to it. People's decisions are constantly greatly influenced by their dread of the unknown at this comfort zone for them. So, loss of job security are one of the reasons. Organizations does not communicate clearly the change process. Change has a poor introduction. Organizations lack sufficient resource, feel they will suffer, perceive more work with few opportunities. All these perceptions for the people or the employees will lead them to resist the change. Organizations lack adequate rewards. Of course, here in the change management, we are always looking for a leadership, not just a manager. A leadership who will take in with his hand all employees to face this change, communicate the positive impact of change on their life, so he can cross these transitions successfully with all the employees. It's your time.
Well, yes, yes, the poll is here. Poll is here. After the successful attempt of poll one, here we are, guys, for poll number two. But before I launch the poll, some questions regarding certificates which have been coming from the participants. Just let me tell you, certificates will be issued on your email IDs after successfully attending the whole webinar. Okay. You have to attend the whole webinar till the end. Okay. You can't just attend for some time and expect certificates. Okay. Because this webinars are especially created for you, and Dr. Hatim has taken his time to give you a practical aspect. So I am requesting everybody to be here till the end of the webinar. After the end of the webinar, you will be getting the certificates on your respective email ID. Okay, then. Let's launch the poll number two. Now, here it is, poll number two. In your opinion, Which aspect of change management is the most challenging for organization today? I repeat the question. In your opinion, which aspect of change management is the most challenging for organizations today? Option number one, adapting to rapid technological advancements. Option number two, navigating complex regulatory changes. Option number three, fostering a culture of innovation. And option number four, ensuring seamless transitions during mergers and acquisitions. So, Dr. Atem, this is another poll. It talks about change management after the fear of unknown. This is another thing which, people are facing in the organization today.
If you allowed me to what we call it, make these factors from the most important to the least importance.
Correct. So what do you think, Dr. Hatem, if you were you, what do you think is the most out
The
of these
most
four options, which is the most option
one
which is
is
trending?
technology, then culture, then merger and acquisitions. Because a lot of merger and acquisitions, a lot of big cases, Mercedes-Benz and Chrysler and Mercedes, the American and German company went to merge in early 1999, and they failed this merger because of culture and change management. The American management culture is different totally than the German culture.
Correct.
So
Great,
the
great,
culture
great.
affect the failure of the merger and acquisitions. On the other hand, Tata, the Indian company, when it acquired Jaguar, they went to a very comprehensive workshop for change management to enhance the communications between the Indian management and the British management.
Correct. So, Dr. Hatim, let's see, what our participants have to think, if they think on the similar lines as you. Okay, last 5 seconds, guys. Second poll is almost over. In your opinion, which aspect of change management is the most challenging for organizations today? And here we are. That's the end of second poll. And let's see the results. So as you may see, 57%, Dr. Hatim, 57% is agreeing that according to them, the aspect of change management, which is challenging, is adapting to rapid technological advancements, followed
Of
by
course,
the other thing. Then it's seamless transitions of mergers and acquisitions, then innovation, and then the regulatory changes. So I think in your thought process also, the technological thing was on the top. So I guess a lot of people here agree that as well. So thank you so
I
much,
think
guys, for participating in poll two. Yes, Dr. Hatim, you were saying. Over to you.
I think that the audience is a well educated, and they didn't need a certificate from us. We need a certificate from them.
Exactly, exactly. Over to you, Dr. Hatem.
Okay, let's back to the change management. How to manage the change? What are the steps, the process for a successful change management? The change management process is important for ensuring that change are implemented smoothly and without issues. It's a 5-step process that should be followed in order to ensure the success. First one, create a shared vision. Shared vision means that all employees levels in the organizations should have the same visions of the change. So the vision, strategy, the reasons of the change should be communicated in all levels of the organizations. What is the business case for change? What is our destinations to remove the fog from these destinations? what will we, the change, achieve, what the positive that all employees will have when this change happen, including a description of the current states, the opportunity, and the end results. This will remove or at least mitigate the resistance of the resistors of change. Once they know that the case, their current status, the opportunity that they will have from this change, and the end results, defining the destinations, this will mitigate this resistance from them. Back to step number 2, define the action plan. Okay, we shared the visions, how we will do this, how we will reach our destinations, outline the critical work that needs to be done for successful change, spread this action plan to all employees levels, making all employee knowing what he will do and what we will expect from him to do in this process.
Okay,
Step
Dr.
number
Hatim, sorry
3.
to cut you there. Sorry to cut you there. I guess while sharing the screen, right, a lot of people are saying that I'm actually coming in the center of the PowerPoint. So I don't know, is it like something from your side, or I just wanted to understand because my video is coming on the PowerPoint on the left-hand side. So I just wanted to make sure that I don't come between the slides.
Is fine now?
No, I'm still coming on. Oh yeah. So what you do is, yeah, that is okay. Okay, perfect. Let
Okay.
me on the right-hand side. Yeah, yeah, cool. Thank you,
Okay,
Dr.
no
Hatim.
problem. Okay. Step number 3, build support and commitment. Connect to your stakeholders, understand change from each of your stakeholders' perspectives, get support from the above management, effectively deal with resistance to change. When you are dealing with resistance to change, don't deal aggressively, because resistance to change is a natural in the human being. So try to communicate with the resistors, make him feel safe, make him feel comfort to accept the change, but do not impose the change on him, because you will not succeed in this way. Step number 4, after you make the previous 3 steps, you should implement, monitor, course correct. Of course, when you make any action plan or any forecast or any anticipate of the future events, you will have some events that will not go as planned. So you need to monitor these. You need to make a corrective actions immediately to maintain the process. Assess progresses against your critical success factors. Anticipate, understand, utilize resistance. Problems are to be expected. Problems are to be expected. Resistors are there. Communicate and celebrate success, but do not declare victory too soon unless you reach your final destination. Make corrections that help you reach your destination. Last but not least, sustain the change, ensure accountability is in place, establish metrics, reward those who have made the journey with you, continually reinforce the change, deal with the resistors still there until you reach your destinations. You will have some employee, which we call it resistors. Then you can celebrate by reaching your final destination. It's yours now.
Yes. Thank you, Dr. Hatim. It's time for poll number 3, guys. It's like your vote, your choice. Okay. So let's start with the poll number 3. Now, the poll number 3 question is here. In your opinion, what motivates employees to embrace change? I repeat, in your opinion, what motivates employees to embrace change? Your options are option number 1, clear communication about the reasons for change. Option number 2, opportunities for skill development. Option number 3, involvement in the decision making process. And option number 4, recognition and rewards for adapting to change. So this is again an interesting question, Dr. Hatem.
Yes,
It all starts with a different level, right? In the beginning, you saw a question about change, then it came to the organization. Now we are talking about employees. So, Dr. Hatem, if you were in this poll, which option would you select, or which
actually,
option is better
actually,
for you?
it's hard to select one of these, but I go for communicate.
Communication,
Communications
clear communication.
is a very crucial aspect. Communication in all directions, not from managers to employees as orders, no, also from employees to managers, explanations. I need answers. I need some clarifications. Why we do that? Why we where we will go? All of this. What will be my responsibility? How I can deal with this? So all these communication and questions in the mind of the employees must be answered and cleared immediately.
Absolutely. Like how you perfectly said that communication is the key for any problem, whether it's personal, professional, or clear
Of course,
communication always works. And that itself brings a change. You never know. Like one communication can really change the whole aspect,
of
right?
course.
So that's how the thing is. So more 30-second guys for this poll number 3. In your opinion, what motivates employees to embrace change? I'm really looking forward that how many people go for communication. But again, there are various other options also, Dr. Hatim. You never know. Those people can select that as well. At the moment, for the last thing, Dr. Hatim, all the participants were with you. The same
I
thought
think I
process.
think I think most of the participants face a change in their life, so
Yeah,
they perceive the factors from their perceptions will differs from other persons.
absolutely, absolutely. Great. Final 10 seconds, guys, for poll number 3 to get done. Great. That's the end of poll number 3. Let's see the results. So 40% feel that clear communication about the reason for change is something that motivates employees to embrace change. I'm so happy that 77% people participated this time. And the second highest percentage would be recognition and rewards for adaptation to change, followed by skill development and decision making process. Thank you so much, everyone, for great participation for this polls. Over to you, Dr. Hatim.
Okay, so from this pool, we're gonna know how to prepare employees for change. It's critical to educate staff members about impending change when change occurs within an organization. This can be achieved by making the change known as soon as possible. Do not surprise your employees. Explain it frequently, offering assistance, training, being reachable for queries. Any questions for your employees must be answered immediately. Workers must be comprehend the rationale for the change as well as its implication for them. They might oppose the change or grow unhappy if they don't receive this information. Although spread heating change might be challenging, it's critical to have a strategy in place to guarantee that everyone is on board. For any organizations going through transitions, change management is an essential procedures. You may facilitate your employees' transitions and make sure the shift is successfully by adhering of these guidelines. So communicate, train, support, always answer the questions. What are the benefits from change management? Of course, when change is introduced in an organization, it can often be met with resistance from employees, as we know. This is why change management is such an important process. It helps to ensure need to do to adjust. There are many benefits of change management, include improved communication. Of course, during the process of the change management, when employees are truly informed about the change, it promotes better communication throughout the organization. Enhance productivity with a clear plan in place for how change will be implemented. Employees can focus on their work rather than worrying about what is going around them, because he will have a clear mind, so he can focus in the work, in his work, rather than wondering what is going around, what is the change. I have a fear, I have inquiries. Once you have a clear communication change management process, you will enhance the productivity for the organizations. Of course, it will also reduce the stress. Uncertainty about the future can cause a lot of stress for employees, for any human being, and change management help to minimize this stress by providing clarity and structure. Improve the morale. When employees feel like they are part of the change process and their concerns are being heard, it can boost morale and help to create more positive work environment. Enhance creativity. When change comes opportunity, and change management can help to unleash the creativity of employees as they explore new ways to do things. You can take idea from your employees how we can do this, so you can enhance the change management process itself. Of course, last but not least, improve decision making. By establishing a clear process for decision making, change management can help to ensure that everyone is on the same page when it comes to make a change. Tips for successful change management. In order to ensure that change is introduced successfully in an organization, there are a few key things to keep in mind. First, establish a clear change management plan. This plan should outline why the change is happening, how it will be implemented, and what the expected outcomes are. Communicate change effectively. Employees need to be probably informed about change in order to understand why they are happening and what they need to do to adjust. Manage expectation. It's important to set realistic expectations for how long it will take for employees to adjust to change. Change doesn't happen over the night, and it may take time to everyone to fully adjust. So when you are putting your expectations, don't put high expectations, because change management is a long journey. It's not a day process or a month process. It takes long time to be implemented. 4, encourage input from employees. Employees should be encouraged to speak up, provide feedback on change advantage, and their input can help to ensure that change are implemented in a way that works for everyone. Of course, when the employees make suggestions for the change management, they will adapt to their suggestion rather than to the management suggestion. Provide support during the change process. It's important to have a clear channel of communication during change management so that employees can get the help they need when they are facing challenging on setbacks. So the help will be, or the answers will be immediately. Recognize the successful along the way. Change is often difficult, but it's important to recognize and celebrate any progress that has been made along the way. This can help to reinforce positive behaviors and motives employees as change continues. By following these steps, for successful change management, organizations can implement change in an effective and efficient manner while minimizing stress and confusions. There is a tools that can help for successful change management? Of course, there is a tool that can help to impose a successful change management. When it comes to change management, having the right tools and resources can make all the difference. What are the tools? There are change management software can help to automate the change management process, making it easier for employees to assess the information they need. There are also change management templates. Templates can help to ensure that everyone is following the same process when implementing change, which can minimize confusions. Training. Employees need to be probably trained on how to manage change in order to ensure successful implementation, especially when we are making a new or implementing a new technology. Once we implement a new technology, all of the employees need to be well trained on this new software. There are some change management resources available online and in print that can help with change management, from the articles, ebooks, webinars, and this workshop also can help in the change management, can be considered one of the resources for successful change management. A change management team. I personally prefer to have a very well-known team of leaders to manage the change. Having a dedicated team that can manage change and provide support to employees is an essential part of successful change management. Leaders is very important in these steps. It's very important tools. Don't rely on managers, rely on leaders. Leaders can take the employees with them. Managers will push the employees to change. Pushing the employees to change will not lead to a successful change management. Of course, regular employee feedback, one of the tools. Gathering regular input from employees can help organizations stay attuned to their needs and concerns, which can be invaluable when managing change. Whether you are implementing change at your company or simply trying to better understanding the process, having access to these tools and resources will help ensure your success. With the right change management strategy in place, you can successfully navigate any change that comes your way. In conclusion, change management is a critical process for any organizations. A lot of organizations, big names, failed and go bankruptcy because they did not adapt a well-implemented change management process. Employees need to be prepared for change, communicate. Change management process should be followed in order to ensure that everyone is on the same page. Now, we will tackle a real-life case studies for successful and unsuccessful change management. Let me ask the audience whether they would like to start with the successful change management examples or with the unsuccessful change management examples.
So guys, Dr. Hatem, for Dr. Hatem, I will ask again. So Dr. Hatem wants to know, in the case study example, you wanted a successful company or an unsuccessful company
To start with, we will
to
tackle
start
both,
with.
but
So major answers, Dr. Hatem, I could see that they are mentioning we want one from successful and one from unsuccessful to know the variations,
okay.
to get to the
So I
idea.
will start
Yeah.
with successful case studies. The first case study that we have is as Zurich Life, which is a Swiss insurance company. They challenged employee habits with the culture of change. Years ago, the global insurance company, Zurich Life, had become characterized by bureaucratic practice and slow-moving operation. The company faced difficulties in adapting to change market conditions and customer behavior. As the industry underwent transformations in public policies, regulations, competitions, the executive team finally recognized that there is a necessity of embracing change management process and building a more cost-effective foundation. In an effort for change unnecessary process to reshape the employee habits, Zurich Life undertook the following measures. First, they implement a new software that allowed agents to access all other clients' investments in one centralized platform. Appointment champions to advocate of change management and enhance employee engagement. Streamlined bureaucracy within the organizations. Dissolved silos to encourage better collaborations and communications throughout the organizations. Granted individual more autonomy to make decisions, significantly reduce the size of and the frequency of meeting. Encourage executives to interact more frequently with the staff, thereby enhancing visibility and approachability. Argued employees to critical evaluate with process were essentials and which could be implemented. As the results of these measures and this successful change management effort, Zurich Life witnessed improvement in collaboration, customer service and customer satisfactions, meeting efficiency, and overall workplace satisfactions. Another examples for successful change management, and I think we already heard about these examples, the Apple case. Apple case in the early 2000s faced several financial difficulties, and that, I don't know you know that or not, they was teetering on the edge of bankruptcy in the early 2000s. Nevertheless, the company managed to completely reverse the situation and become a highly wealthy enterprise, largely driven by successful change management. So, positions of the Apple nowadays is because of the successful change management they adapt in the early 2000s. They transit the company from the edge of bankruptcy to a wealthy enterprise over the world nowadays. Apple achievement can be credited to its well-executed change management strategy, which involved into the introduction of new products and service, that just like the iPod and the iPad, restructuring of the organization. They make restructuring of the organization also, and implementation of a fresh marketing approach and campaign. Apple initiated its first significant change by revamping its product line, prioritizing the development of user-friendly devices like the iPod and iPhone. This strategic shift allowed the company to broaden its consumer base and expand its market share. The second major change came in the form of revamp of marketing strategy, as Apple began employing innovative advertising campaigns that emphasize the user experience rather than the product itself. And nowadays, because of these successful marketing campaigns, we will have a loyalty for Apple brand all over the world. You can see once the Apple announced that they will launch a new product, you will see the lines all over the stores all over the world. This approach enabled Apple to establish a deep emotional connection with its customers and foster brand loyalty. Lastly, Apple underwent a transformation in its organizational structure by adapting flat hierarchy that fosters collaborations and innovations among the workforce. With this new structure in place and new marketing strategy and new innovations in technology with devices, the company was able to make swift and efficient decisions, remotely respond to customer feedback, drive innovations. Thanks to this complex change, Apple successfully emerged as one of the world's most prosperous business, effectively evidencing the tremendous impact of the well-exhausted change management can have on any organizations. On the other hand, unsuccessful change management, Kodak and the BlackBerry, are clear examples of failure to embrace a successful change management. When, from your perspective, why did Kodak go bankrupt in 2012? Despite being the company that created the first digital camera and the first megapixel camera in 1975 and 1986. At the end of the day, they bankrupt in 2012. Why? When digital technology was initially introduced in 1975, it was costly and produced low quality image. Kodak predicted it would be at least another 10 years before digital technology posed a significant threat to their established business in the camera, film and chemical and photo printing paper industry. This prediction turned out to be accurate, but instead of embracing change and investing in digital technology, Kodak chose to focus on improving the quality of their film through ongoing advancement. Despite capturing 90% of the film and 85% of the camera market in America, United States of America, in 1976, Kodak profit peaked in 1999. They have almost $2.5 billion profit with annual sales of $16 billion. This success fostered confidence in the brand. So they feel that they are doing the right things. They not fear any change. They don't need any change. As a result, Kodak began experience losses in 2011, with revenue dropping from $16 billion to $6 million in 2011. Kodak competitors, Fuji, for example, recognized the same threat and decide to transition to digital technology, while maximizing profit from film and diversifying into other ventures, such as cosmetics using chemicals from film processing. Despite having access to the same information between Fuji and Kodak, Kodak chose a different path and was hesitant to respond. Additionally, just as Kodak started shifting toward digital, mobile phones with built-in digital camera emerged, further disputing the digital camera market. Although Kodak play a role in developing the technology, they underestimate the revolutionary impact of digitalizations, ultimately rendering their long-standing industry obsolete. They vanish. BlackBerry, the same story of Kodak. BlackBerry in the early 2000s was a dominant player in the smartphone industry. However, the emergence of iPhones, Android devices in 2007 marked a turning point of the company, as its market share began to squeeze. Despite launching innovative products like BlackBerry 10 and BlackBerry Messengers, BlackBerry's inability to effectively manage change played a significant role in its downfall. The company struggled to communicate its change, leaving customers perplexed and annoyed. Furthermore, inadequate training for employees on the new strategy and the new technology and product lead to superb customer service. Additionally, BlackBerry failed to grasp the importance of marketing and advertising its new offering, resulting in limited consumers' awareness. Lastly, the absence of well-crafted plan to transition existing customers from old devices to new ones lead to a significant exit from their loyal customers. Implementing a strategic adaptation approach, organization can ensure competitiveness in their market and achieve long-term success. This entails enhancing operation performance over time through careful preparations and through oversight at each stage of implementation. Change management enable organization to guarantee successful adaptation while avoiding any expensive mistakes. It's yours now, Mr. Nanesh.
Great. Thank you so much, Dr. Hatem, for that beautiful case study about successful and unsuccessful. I hope everyone here got a glimpse about, like what is the changes happening there and what went right and what went wrong. And here we are, guys, the end of the beautiful change management and end of a beautiful poll, which is coming right away. That is poll number 4, which is the final poll for everyone. Let me just launch it. So here it is, poll number 4. What would make you more likely to support and embrace changes within the organization? I repeat, what would make you more likely to support and embrace changes within the organization? The options are option number 1, better understanding of the reasons for change. Option number 2, more involvement in the decision making process. Option number 3, improve training and development opportunities. And option number 4, effective feedback mechanisms. So, guys, this is the final poll of the day. I want everybody's participation, like how you did for the last 3 fantastic polls. Here we can understand that after seeing this beautiful change management presentation by Dr. Hatem, we wanted to know like what would make you more likely to support and embrace changes within the organization. So, Dr. Hatem, this is the final question. So, what do your views on this question?
I will go for the involvement in the decision-making process.
More involvement in the decision-making process.
Yeah.
So do you, Dr. Hatem, a funny question. Do you think when I ask you like what is your opinion and you select an option, do you think certain people wait for your option and then, oh, I will pick what Dr. Hatem says? You never
I
know.
don't know. I don't know. We need to ask the participant, but I do think that we have a well educated participants all over the world. I see
Yeah,
the number of the participants is uh,
beautiful.
1,600 participants. So, which is, I think that's, I hope that this workshop will be added value to these participants.
See, certain answer sponsors are also mentioning that no, I answered before Dr. Hatem. I believe everyone. I believe everyone. That was just a funny question. You never know. So more 30 seconds, guys, for the final poll. I repeat the question for everyone. What would make you more likely to support and embrace changes within the organization? Really looking forward for the final answer. In the meantime, after voting, I want everybody to please post your question and answer because after this poll, I will be sharing a little bit about Uni Athena before the question and answer round takes place. After that, there will be a final Q&A session where your questions will be answered by Dr. Hatem. So shoot your questions. No questions are silly, no questions are right, no questions are wrong. A question is a question. And if you think that needs to be answered, we will try to answer that in today's webinar. Last 10-second, guys, for the final poll. Yes, time's up, guys. Now we will see the result. So this is the result. As you may see, 53% of people. Dr. Hatim, I hope you can see the result, right? I think that's a technique. Can you?
No.
Okay. Yeah. So I guess now the result is there. 53% of people thinks better understanding of the reasons for change is something which is quite, they would like to support and embrace changes within the organization, followed by 24% in improved training and development opportunities, then more involvement in decision making and effective feedback. So better understanding for the reasons of change has topped the poll. Thank you everyone for actively participating in this beautiful polls and icebreakers we have especially created for you. And I really wanted to thank Dr. Hatem for actually, understanding and making us understand what change really looks like. So before we come to the question and answer round, Dr. Hatem, if you would allow me to share the screen for 5 minutes, I will just want to uh, tell everyone about our company, and
Okay,
then
no
we
problem.
can we
I
can
you
start
need
with the
me.
Q&A.
You need for me to
Yeah.
stop the sharing screen. Okay.
Stop sharing. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Dr. Hatem. In the meantime, you can take a chill pill. You can just sip water or something. In the meantime, I'll just quickly share my screen. So, guys, before we go ahead with question and answer rounds, I just wanted to give you a quick info about what Uni Athena is. I'm sure here certain people know what Uni Athena does, but certain people here are new. So we just wanted to give you a glimpse about our company. As you know, Uni Athena, this is the logo of Uni Athena. We are affordable, flexible, and accessible. We are a part of Westport Education Group. Okay, so a little bit about Uni Athena. We started off in 2019. Athena Global Education is an edtech company whose headquarters we have at UK. Uni Athena offers online academic and free learning short courses in an affordable and a flexible manner. We are happy to say that we are the proud partnership with more than 10 universities and professional qualification authority. As you may see, these are the facts about these things. We have more than 225,000 learners, 212 plus countries. We are there and 400 plus course and more courses we are trying to get you for everyone. So these are some of the popular partners which we are associated. Some of the universities to take a name are UCAM, Abita University, GMU University, CIQ. Now, as you may see here, we have two sets of programs. One is the academic programs, which involves master programs, MBA programs, doctorate programs. And then we have short course programs. Now, the best part of our program is its payment is quite flexible. You don't have to pay the course in one go, as you may see in different platforms, like where you pay the whole sum of amount and then you realize there is no time for me to study. So here it's quite stackable. You don't have to pay everything in one go, one by one module as per your study. You need to pay in that way. You will also be more satisfied. Next, everything is 100% online here and it is very flexible according to that. Then, as you may see, it's quite self-paced. We our courses are designed in such a way that you can actually learn at your own pace. Like, for example, certain people are morning people, certain people are evening people. So, according to your time duration, you can study at your own pace. And every course have an accredited university partner. So, by the end of the course, you will be getting a certificate from that university. And for every course, when you enroll, you will get a personal tutor connect to assist online delivery. So what that means, you will be assigned a personal tutor or a mentor who will be there with you throughout your journey. He or she will be available on WhatsApp as well as emails. Any technical query, any course query, any assignment query you have, you can always reach out to the personal tutor. He or she will guide you to make sure that your course gets better throughout your journey. Now, as you may see our platform. So we have a platform where we have different levels. Level one is about video tutorial. So where there is certain video tutorials mentioned about a particular topic where you can see what the content or what the terminology is all about. Then there is an essential reading about that particular material that gives you a summary of what you just saw in the video. As you may see here, this is a summary of what you saw in the video. Level three is reference materials. In reference materials, you will see additional PDF materials which will give you more glimpses about that particular concept, and additional resources like bibliography are also mentioned there. Now, as you may see, you can check out all these offerings. If you have any doubts or any queries, you can always check out our website, www.uniathena.com. I repeat, if you have any doubts or queries, you can always check out offerings or courses or any information regarding our courses or any other things. You can always check out our website, www.uniathena.com. This is some of our branches we have here. We have branches in UK, India, Middle East. Now, for any queries or any issues regarding admissions, you can always reach out to these two email IDs mentioned on the PPT on the right hand side. You may want to write this down, guys. For any admissions queries, you can always reach out to admissions@uniathena.com and Fatima@uniathena.com. I repeat, for any questions regarding admissions, or if your friend or your peer wants to enroll in any courses at Uni Athena, you can always enroll for admissions. You can email to admissions@uniathena.com, Fatima@uniathena.com. So that's a little bit about Uni Athena, guys. Now, here we are coming to the end of today's session of change management, where we'll be taking certain questions in the form of question and answer round. And those questions will be answered by Dr. Hatem. So just shoot your questions and we will be happy to answer them. And regarding the certificates, let me again tell you that everybody will be receiving the certificates. They have to attend the whole webinar till the end, and the certificates will be issued in your registered email ID. Okay. Dr. Hatim, are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay. So can we take the Q&A now, sir?
Sorry.
I hope I'm audible, sir.
Yeah. Say it again, please.
Okay. I hope I'm audible. Am I audible?
Yeah,
You can
yeah.
hear me,
You
right?
are audible. Yeah.
Perfect. Now, the first question which majorly people have asked, right? So I really wanted to make that as a question number one because that is one of those questions which was coming in every 2 minutes, okay? Whenever you are mentioning about change management and everything. So I really wanted to know that So it's like a divided question. So part one of the question is, uh, you know, how you cited technology as one of the top challenges for change management. Okay. So people wanted to know that how this modern organization stay up to date, or what is that thing they should know so that the change management implementation is done? And is there any software tools available in the market according to you, which everyone should do for the change management? That is question number one.
Actually, for the technology nowadays, every single minutes, not every single day, we have a new technology approach. We have a new technology software. We have a new technology applications. We have investment in the technology. So the companies that are aware, just like I said in the first of the presentations, the first step is to stay aware of what's happening around you. If you are not aware of what's happening around you, you will get failed. You will miss opportunities. You will face some difficulties in your growth. Kodak, for examples, they was very confident for themselves, and they are not aware about what's happening in the world around them. Not just like Fuji. So Kodak did not did not take any actions toward the innovations of the technology, ended by the vanish of the company. But Fuji still till now they are exist in the market. So taking the technology in in your mind every day and searching for the new technology, some of the main reasons of the merger and acquisitions and globalizations is searching for technology. For examples, most of the companies searching for the Indians workers and Indians market for the to secure the new technology, because Indian peoples are well known about the technology. So most of the companies go for the Indians around the world to enhance their technology software.
Thank you so much, Dr. Hatim, for answering that. My next question to you is, so we often hear about the importance of growth mindset in embracing change, right? We often hear about like why that mindset is important and everything. But according to you, how do you cultivate and apply this mindset in your daily work life? That is my next question.
As I told you, leaders is better than managers. And there's a very big difference between leader and manager. The manager who will manage the group of peoples, he give instructions to them, but he never give a hand. He never learn his employee. He never listen to their concerns, but leaders do. So once there are a leader, especially in the HR department, especially in the HR department in the organizations, you should have some leaders in your organizations to manage the daily change that the organization face. Listen to the employees, listen to their concern, give them feedback about their concern, to train them for the new technology, make a growth path for each one of the employees to ensure that he will stay in the organizations and they have up to date information about what is happening around him. So the mindset, the culture of the organization, it's the cultures for the employees to be in the same culture. I will give you funny examples. In the mafia organizations, for examples, the culture is there. You can steal, you can be rude, you can be. This is the culture of the mafia organizations. But the culture of the well-organized organizations and well-growth organization should be faith, should be trust, should be communicate and respect between all parties of the organizations.
Correct, correct, correct. I completely agree. And thank you so much, Dr. Hatim, for that insightful answer. So my next question is a little tricky because it did revolves around daily life, but again, nobody talks about it, right? And we all have come through that. So in this change management, even though we see a lot of companies are being transparent and making it trending, but still, should companies be more transparent about the potential negative consequences of the change, even if risk employee model and engagement? That is my next question.
As I told you, according to your objectives, the strategic vision of the company, what is your goal? Is your goal to growth, go globally, sustain, maximize wealth of the shareholders, or just stay in the market? If your rules is just stay in the market and you have a crucial product, you will stay in the market, but you will not build your brand. You will not build your loyalty. You will not build your existence in the global market. Once you are need to build your existence in the global market, build your loyalty, build your brand, trademark, and stuff like that, sustain your growth and wealth of your maximize the wealth of your shareholders, you need to adapt change management. You need to adapt new technology. You need to penetrate new markets every day. When you are penetrating a new market, it's a kind of change management. You will face a change culture. You will face a change habits for the new customers. So you need to be prepared for every single movement during your path of growth, unless you need to grow. Otherwise, stay there, stay calm, stay in your comfort zone. You might be there because you have a good product, and you might be vanished because you are not make the advancement technology with the global market.
Correct. Absolutely. Completely agree. So, on the similar lines, my next question is about innovation. Okay. So, as you know, change is all about innovation. So, if you could just share with our participant that what's the most innovative approach to change management you have come across recently? If you could just share a few glimpses about it.
You said innovation software.
Yeah. Any innovative approach to change management you have come across?
They can use this workshop. They can use this recorded workshop. I'm not joking. This is one of the most advanced workshop of the change management. All of the information of the change management, they can find it in this workshop. So they can rely in this workshop to implement a successful change management.
Great, 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 great. So, guys, refer this workshop because Dr. Hatim recommends it for everyone. So, my next question is, um, does change management, I mean, there are a lot of, we see a lot of traditional hierarchies and, top change management strategies. So, I wanted to understand that are these traditional hierarchies and top management strategies still relevant in the age of remote work and increase employee autonomy? Is it really helping? Is it really changing according to you?
Actually, the change starts from the top management, from the board of directors, because these are the ones who are aware what is happening around them. If they are not well educated and they are not knowing what's happening around them, there is no change. That's why you can find a CFO costing or wealthing 70 million US dollars per year, and other CFOs costing or his salaries $1 million per year. You can find a COO that costing more than 70 millions per year. These guys, these leaders, these directors are well educated, and they are know everything happening around them. So the change management start from the vision of the company. If they don't have a vision to stay ahead of their competitors, they will not do anything. If they reach a point that we are confident, we are the top, they will vanish soon. So as soon as you reach the point that you have a confidence, overconfidence on yourself and in your products, you will vanish as soon as possible. So strategy, vision, and change management should come from the top management, communicate through all the department and employees levels through all the company.
Very nice. So now next question is a quite interesting one because now everywhere you could see data, and AI, right? People are using like data like crazy. So somewhere one person has asked me that should the use of AI and predictive analysis, when we always use that thing for predicting and addressing the employee resistance during change management, can we use that AI and because or is it still related to personal privacy to the people? Can AI and predictive analytics can change employee resistance? That is the question.
Actually, AI play a crucial roles nowadays in all level of the jobs.
Yes.
They can replace a lot of jobs. But for my perspective, for my experience with the AI, my personal perspective for the I cannot rely on him more than 65%. Okay, but this 65%, I can use it to enhance the productivity, not fear the employee. I will not go to my employee, I will replace you and I will have the AI instead of you. No, I will train him how to use the AI to enhance his productivity. This is in all over the strategies. For examples, you go for the AI to make a banner for your company or a logo for your company. Without the intervention for the graphical designs and take the logo that created by the AI, it will not have the soul. Every successful logo for any brand itself have a soul. Try, for example, Apple. The Apple itself, you feel that they have a soul. Try to make any logo for Apple by the AI. You will have a solid logo. You will not feel the logo. Why? Because it's completely AI. But once the graphical designs intervene with this process and learn how to use the AI to enhance his productivity, then the AI will have a very good impact on all our level.
Thank you so much, Dr. Hatem, for that insight. So now we are gonna introduce a new segment, Dr. Hatem. So usually we take the Q&A from the audience. So we took a couple of questions now, which I felt like which should be answered by you. Now we are gonna take some live members from the panel who would be asking live. Okay, that is something new we have introduced. So, guys, you just raise the hand and we will
This is
just pick
this
the.
is the change, and I can resist the change. This is the change in
Yeah,
the
this is a
presentation.
change. Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
I have the
That is
right
a
to
change.
resist
That
the
is a
change.
change.
You
Yeah,
didn't
yeah, yeah, yeah.
communicate. You didn't communicate this process with me, but no problem.
Yeah,
I prepared for any change.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna pick like certain people, and everybody will be given a minute, okay? Because we have a lot of participants here. So we will select few, maybe a couple of participants one by one. Maybe I'll pick randomly. And my apologies in advance if I don't pick your name. It's nothing like that. It's just whoever is coming on my screen, I'm taking it. So we have first, we will allow Rafael. Rafael, are you there? The first one, Rafael. Can you hear me? Is Rafael here? Okay, I guess we miss a chance. Then I guess now we will allow Willie. Willie Fred, are you there? So guys, whoever I'm putting it, make sure that you are available, you are on the right network. Everybody will be given fair chance. So I guess two people are facing network. That's the
Fatima,
change, right?
you can choose
Okay,
Fatima,
you Fatima. Okay, just
Shabiha
give me a
Fatima.
sec. Fatima, just a sec. Fatima. We have three Fatimas. Which one?
Uh, Sabiha Fatima.
Sabiba Fatima. Sabiha Fatima, are you here? Sabima, I think there's some network issues. I hope I'm audible, sir.
You are audible.
I guess it's the network, I guess. So we
Salah
are
al-Din.
allowing Salah. Are you there?
Salah.
I think it's a change. We should all accept that people are facing network issues or yeah, finally we have Salah. Are you there, Salah?
Yes,
Perfect. We got our first person, Dr. Hatem. Dr. Salah, welcome to this beautiful webinar.
yes.
If you have any questions to Dr. Hatem, you may ask right now.
And what is the benefit and the advantage and the consequence observe in this changement and the result that observe after this phenomenon.
As far as I understand from Mr. Salah, because his first language seems to be French, uh, he asking about the consequence after the successful change management.
Yes,
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 that's
this.
right. Huh? Okay, I have a little French, so I I understand your questions. Okay, Mr. Salah. Actually, once you implement a successful change management, this will lead you to stay ahead in your competitors because your successful change management enhance the communication between all the staff of your organizations and enhance the productivity and make you up to date of the technology and penetrate new markets, satisfy your customers, growth your revenue, and then at the end of that, you maximize your shareholder wealth. Otherwise, unsuccessful, just this is the same case of Apple. Apple 2000s, early 2000s, they were facing a fear of bankruptcy. By adapting successful change management in the marketing, in the product line, and the restructuring of the company, nowadays they are one of the top value company around the world. On the other hand, you can find Kodak. There was one of the top valued companies all over the world. By ignoring change and did not participate and did not anticipate the change that will affect the innovation that will affect their existence, they vanish nowadays. I hope you answer questions. Any other one?
Thank you, Salah, for that wonderful question. Now we'll allow Shajil. Shajil, are you here? Is Shajil here?
Can you listen me, Natish?
Yes.
Yes, Shajil, I can hear
Okay.
you. Hello,
Thank you
welcome
very
to
much.
this
Thank you.
webinar, Shajil.
Yes, thank you very much, Dr. Hatem and Natish. I feel very blessed to attend this kind of webinar. Actually, I am, doing my PhD in management sciences, and I am, frequent giving lectures to the student, to the young lot, and this topic was, very close to my heart. And I want to ask the question about the motivation, because what I have felt in last 20 years or so in my career, that if you are able to make your employee or your team, make them understand that this change is mutually beneficial for both of us, then change management become very easy. And I want to know the Dr. Hatem take, what he thinks about this statement what I have given to.
Of course, as I told you, Mr. Sharjil, Dr. Sharjil, communicate the final destinations and the positive impact on both of the company and employee correctly and effectively. This will enhance the process. This will engage the employee more in the change management. This will mitigate the resistance of the employee to the change. Once they will knew that after the change, his positions will enhance, his salary will be that much, his bad career will be enhanced to that one. He will engage, he will be familiar with the change and engage in the change, make the change management successful.
Thank you, Dr. Hatem. It was really nice, and I'm satisfied with your answer.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank
Dr.
you,
Shah.
Shajil. Thank you, Shajil, for that question. Thank you for coming. Now we have Girmo. Girmo, are you there?
Yes, yeah.
How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. And I'm very happy to join you guys. And I'm just attending really, it's very informative training with Dr. Tam, and you really just moderate with very interesting Mr. Nats. So
Thank you.
for me, just I don't have any question, and I'm just continue to attending with you.
Great. That itself is a change, Kirmo. Like you just wanted to express your thing. That itself is like something good. We are happy. We are happy. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Now we'll allow Naseem. Is Naseem here?
Yes, I am audible?
Greetings, Naseem. How are you doing?
I am well. What about you, sir?
Great. So you may ask the question to Dr. Hatim is here.
Yeah. My question is that from Dr. Hatim. How can we ensure that our team is well prepared and motivated to embrace and adapt to upcoming change in our organization?
Sorry, can you repeat the question, please?
My question is that how can we ensure that our team is well prepared and motivated to impress and adapt to upcoming change in our organization?
you are the only one that can make sure of this point. If you communicate the change destination and the change impact and the action plan effectively, and listen to your employee, listen to your team about their concerns, fears, try to resolve them with them, to resolve this issue with them, you can decide whether your team is well educated about the change or not. But if you make the process, follow the steps, follow the tips, but you didn't listen to your employee, you didn't listen to the feedback from them, how you can make sure that they are understanding the change management, they are accepting the change, they will not resist the change? By the continuous feedback from your team. I hope I answered your question.
Yes, sir. I got my answer. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nasif, for joining. And we will take one or two questions more as we are running out of time. Next, we have Sean.
Natish,
Sean here.
we are taking all the male questions. Will be we need the last
No,
two
I'm
ones.
just yeah. Sean, are you there? Sean Carter.
Sean is not there.
Sean, are you there? Okay. We'll allow Barbara. Is Barbara here? Barbara Sam.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yes. Greetings, Barbara. How are you doing?
I'm fine. You?
I'm doing well. So Dr. Hatin is here. You may ask your question, Barbara.
Okay. I want to appreciate. It's a very interesting. But I have a question. Does
Go ahead.
change always comes with downsizing of staff? Because my part of my world, Ghana here, where I was working, there was change, but they had to lay off a lot of staff. So I want to know that does change always come with laying off staff? Thank you.
You point for a very important point, Barbara, in the change management. I agree with you. Most of the change come with reducing staff members. But as I told you before, the HR leader, a good leader, he will find a new positions for the staff to reduce the number of the eliminated persons, or at least he can find another job in other company for his staff. And this, by the way, done by the HR manager of BP during the recessions, financial recession in 2007. They released almost 1,500 persons from their workforce. The HR manager, the regional HR manager, secure 800 new positions for these 1,500. So change management, of course, have victims, but we are in a dilemma between embarrassing the change management to reach the strategic goals of the organizations or maintain our positions. This is a very critical situations and might have some victims, but this is life.
Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome. Welcome.
Thank you, Barbara, for that question. And my apologies, I was not saying the genders. I was just picking up randomly. I don't know how it came. Nothing against any gender. Now we have Esther Thank you, Barbara. Esther, are you there?
Yeah, hello, can you hear me?
How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm also from
Okay.
Ghana as Barbara.
Sorry?
Yeah, so I'm also from Ghana, same as Barbara. Can you hear me?
Okay. I can't hear.
Hello?
Dr. Hatim, can you hear? Yeah, I can't hear her.
Hello?
You may, yeah, now I can hear you. You may ask your
Yeah,
question to Dr. Hatim. Yeah.
yeah, and I'm saying that I'm also from Ghana, same as Barbara.
Okay. Great.
Welcome to Ghana.
Thank you. So, yeah, in our part of the world, change is really difficult. And I think the cultural factor is also part. We are actually scared to voice out and we are scared to lose our jobs when we resist change, right? So, as managers, I want to find out if you're a manager and then you realize that there are other forces that are behind employees resisting change. What do you do?
Actually, this is not all about the manager. It's also about the employee itself. Believe me, Esther, that once you are enhancing your skills by continuing learning, continuing training by yourself, do not feel that you are in your comfort zone. You do not feel that you are well educated at any level. Once you are enhancing your skills, when the change management will happen, as a manager, I will choose between my team. So I will go for the well educated one. I will not go for the lazy employee. Most of the employees think that once they secure their job, sit on the desk, that's their reach their final destination. This is a false information that they have. Once you secure the job, you are starting your journey to enhance your job path, to enhance your skills, to keep you updated of whatever happened on your job requirements. So if you feel that you are reach your destinations once you are securing the job, you will be the first one or the first victims of the next change. But unless you are doing your well, doing enhancing your skills, keep educate yourself, then you will be a part of the change, either in this company or by the HR will secure you another job in other company. But believe me, the employee that he feel that he reach his final destination once he secure a job, he open his grave by his hand because he will not continue, even if there is no a change. I hope I answered the question, Mr.
Yes, please. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Thank you, Esther, for joining and raising that question. It was nice having you. Thank you, Esther.
Likewise.
And thank you. So sorry, guys, I won't be able to take much questions, but don't worry. Dr. Hatim will be sharing his email ID. You can ask all your questions to him, and he's happy to answer that. Dr. Hatim, if you could just share your screen and we could just tell the email ID so that remaining questions can be answered and they would be happy to get revert back from you. Dr. Hatim, are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I'm not sharing the screen, huh?
No, you are not sharing the screen.
Okay,
Yeah,
I will share the screen. Sorry.
Yeah. So once again, thank you everyone for being an amazing crowd and being active on today's change webinar. Really, we really are happy about the change. And I hope whatever we have learned today, we actually make sure that we apply to our professional life. So this is the email ID of Dr. Hatim and WhatsApp of Dr. Hatim. You can always reach out to him on email and ask the questions, whatever you have in your mind. And this moment, Dr. Hatim, thank you so much for gracing this webinar with your thought process about change management. And I hope most of them have really got a different level of change management today. Thank you so much, Dr. Hatim.
Thank you, Anish, for this well-organized workshop. And thank you all for this active participants in the ice break or the poll or even in the questions. I hope that you enjoy these sessions. I hope that I add value for your life. And I hope to see you next time, inshallah.
Yes. Till the time we meet again, everyone. It's bye-bye from us. Bye-bye from Dr. Hatim and me. Thank you so much, everyone, for being amazing. Thank you. We'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.